He goes deep.
God.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No way!
We got the cancer out of Washington. Now we're here. That was too easy. Oh shit, who playing this funky ass beat?
We got the best quarterback in the league. MV3.
We're doing big things this year. And y'all didn't believe me, now look at y'all.
Get the MVP out the way.
2-time. Don't disrespect him.
Big play.
Lamar's going deep.
Fall back.
Bateman! Bang! What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Back Porch Sports. Got me, Tommy, and B. No K today. He is at work. But how y'all fellas doing?
Doing good.
K was at work, or he's ducking the Warrior smoke, should I say? Nah, I'm just playing. But obviously we got all NBA playoffs to pretty much recap today. Schedule releases at 8. If we go that long, we'll talk about it a little bit maybe. Other than that, pretty much is all NBA today. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get into the first series, which is the Pacers Cavaliers series. All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and let Tommy go ahead and take this one right off the top, honestly.
Yeah, man. Hey, look. If you don't believe, don't show up to work. And a little bit of context, if you don't already know, that is wise words from our boy Max Strus, who then proceeded to go 0 for 9 from the field. 0 for 9, like from the field, like you didn't make a shot. You texted everybody on your team. If you don't believe, don't show up to work, and you didn't make a shot. I didn't even know it was that bad. I didn't know you didn't make a shot. I mean, but hey, I want to sit here and give all the praise to Donovan Mitchell, but I'm going to be hard on him and say he did not play that great. I mean, 4 for 13 from 3.
Yeah. I mean, even 8 for 25 from the field, that's still not efficient.
8 for 25 from the field. I mean, you shot 21 free throws, and you made 15 of your 35 were free throws, and you missed 3 back to back to back in about the crunchiest of crunch time you could possibly be in. Yeah, disappointing. Disappointment. It's almost like they've done this 3 times in a row. And once they have a 64-win season, they decide, hey, yeah, after we sweep the Heat, let's lose in 5 games to the Pacers. And again, let me give respect where respect is due. Pacers have earned much more of the respect that I would say was not really there beforehand. I knew Halliburton was good. I knew they had sneaky guys like Nembhard and TJ McConnell, man. I mean, he didn't really do anything crazy in this game, but he's just a consistent guy. I mean, Halliburton 10 for 15, 6 for 10 from 3. He only shot 6 free throws, 31 points. I mean, it really doesn't get more.
Their whole starting lineup, not to cut you off, their whole starting lineup double-digit points. Siakam 21, Nesmith 13, Turner 10, Nembhard 18, and obviously Halliburton with 31. All of them in the plus category for plus minus. So I mean, can't ask for no better from the Pacers starting lineup for sure.
Yeah, and again, I see a lot of people talking about how it's 1v5. Mitchell's just carrying the team, but I mean, dude, Mobley had a solid game, 8 for 12, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks. I mean, he did his part. Jared Allen, I mean, like you said before, he can get exposed from time to time, but he only shot the ball 6 times. He made it 4. So I mean, he shot pretty well, 9 points, nothing crazy, but his presence on the floor is a lot. I think it means more. He's one of those guys that really doesn't show up on the stat sheet as much. I mean, I wouldn't say he had a spectacular game, but I don't think he's to blame. And last but certainly not least, Darius Garland.
Yeah. 0 for 6 from downtown.
0 for 6 from downtown. 4 for 16. That means you made 1 of every 4 shots you took. No, excuse me. That means something like that. I don't know. I'm not a math major, bro. But
dude, your starting lineup was like 5 for like 27 from the 3. Like they shot horrible from downtown.
They shot 25% from 3 as a team. 25%. And
I mean, whew.
Look, let me shout out who we got here.
Oh yeah, we gotta get rid of that. That's
we got bots, bro. We're like that.
Yeah, that was bots. That was a bot.
Wow. Hey, you just witnessed history. That's the first bots we've had in here.
I think that's happened once before.
Hey,
That
they got.
happened
I put them in
like
timeout. I
race
put them in
stream.
timeout. So then we might get them again. We might not. Hopefully not.
Either way, to wrap it up, another disappointing season. This one hurts the most because it was a historic Cavs team that kind of came out of the blue. It was like, look, we've disappointed you 2 years in a row. Let us give you the most hope you've ever had with a historic team, and then lose in the second round again. It's not even like. I mean,
It was like the 3rd year in a row.
Lost last year. We lost in the second round. It's like, okay, maybe we get an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. And we at least give them a game. But no, we can't even win 2 games in the second round. It's despicable. And I know we weren't completely healthy. You had Donovan Mitchell battling an ankle injury. Garland missed the first game. Yada yada yada. I mean, you can't win 64 games and then win 1 game in the second round. It clearly there was depth all season that didn't show up. I will shout out DeAndre Hunter. He shot 5 for 12, which wasn't great. I think he played really well in the first half.
An efficient shooting night at all. I mean, 38% for the whole team is not good.
Now, when you shoot
compared to
shoots 50, I mean, our free throws.
Yeah, they shot 50%. It's crazy.
We shot 37 free throws, and we only made 26 of them. So, they also, mind you, this is another interesting stat. The Pacers had 26 assists to our 10. We had 10 assists. So that tells you how much one-on-one ISO ball we got with Donovan Mitchell just driving to the paint, hoping to get a foul. And it's just not good basketball. You're not going to beat a team who gets a lot of assists like that. But anyway, to wrap it up, disappointment once again. I will no longer be taking this team seriously. I said that at the end of last season. And here we are.
Yeah. Complete disappointment for Cleveland for sure. I feel for you. Especially as a Knicks fan, that's kind of what path we were on. Kind of getting in the first, second round, getting eliminated, injuries stacking up, whatever. Especially what we were saying before the playoffs even started. We were talking about the Cavaliers having an easy route to the Eastern Conference Finals. We said that they had the easiest route. And now we're sitting right here, and they got one game against the Pacers, and the Pacers have already closed them out. Obviously, you had Garland miss the first 3 games of the series. Injuries started stacking up. Mobley, a big player for you guys. He stayed pretty consistent with 24 points, as you said, shot efficiently, 8 for 12, even 1 for 2 from the downtown. So he was probably your best 3-point shooter. Hunter was 2 for 4. But still, it is disappointing for this team. Now, I was saying this to you before the pod started. I heard something about, maybe a big trade to get some of these pieces out. A team that needs a center, Jared Allen, kind of gets exposed, kind of gets lost in big games like this. Jared Allen 4 for 6, a quiet 9 points, 2 turnovers as well. There's a team like the Lakers that need a center. LeBron's getting a little older. He'll come home to Cleveland. Send a play over there. They go all in on this team for next year. Bring in LeBron. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that, first of all, Tommy? If the Cleveland went out and got LeBron back, brought back LeBron to Cleveland, would you feel a little bit better about it? I guess depending on the trade packages, it would depend. But
Cleveland.
Overall, how would you feel?
No. If that happens, I won't watch a single game, I'll be honest.
Damn.
That would be the dumbest move. And this isn't even we're not getting 2018 Bron, we're getting 2026 Bron, which I don't think is really what we need. I think what we need is our superstar and our star to play like a superstar and a star. And now, again, Donovan Mitchell didn't play awful. He did. To his standard, watching the game, it wasn't fluid. It was like, let me drive in and get a foul so I can get to the free throw line and stop their momentum. That's what it felt like all game. It felt like he would just drive in there, ISO ball, throw some shit up, probably get an and one. And half the time, they didn't even look like fouls. It looked like the refs were just throwing us a bone. So, again, it just felt the whole time I was watching, I was like, even if we pull this one out, it does not feel like this is a team that has the confidence to win 2 more and 1 on the road. It just didn't feel like that. So, yeah, disappointment, that's all I can say. As far as getting LeBron goes, I truly do not believe that's going to happen. If it does, I don't know. I was wrong about them this year. I was like, no, they're not going to do nothing, and they win 64 games. I'm like, okay, so maybe they're going to do something, and then they lose in the second. So I'm just going to stop putting hope out there for these guys. And when I see them get out of the second round, I'll
begin to hope again.
I want to ask you a question because you're a Donovan Mitchell guy, right? And you talk about the ISO ball. Do you think he's one of those guys that has a certain type of basketball that maybe isn't a championship, I guess, worthy play? I don't even know how to word it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a Russell Westbrook, right? Exactly, like a Russell Westbrook, right? He's great. He is a great player, but he is the type of player that you just can't put pieces around, and it's just never going to work to get to a championship. It doesn't feel like, And that's kind of what I'm getting from Donovan Mitchell. Like, he is an all-star. He is a great player. He can make the craziest fucking layups in the biggest lanes, in the biggest traffics, whatever. He can do whatever you want. He's a great player. But it just seems like in these moments, especially last couple of years with the Cavaliers, obviously injuries and stuff as well, it's just the big-time moments, man. It feels like they crumble. They crumble under these moments, or that ISO ball becomes complete hero ball, and it completely kills them in a sense.
I don't know. One thing you see is we go on runs and we get big leads, and then it's when we go down, we can't rally back. It seems like we can't have a unified effort to get these guys to rally back get it out of their heads, and play ball. I mean, Max Strus. I mean, I'm kind of giving him shit, but like, dude, he's still a pivotal piece. Like, you look at the game. I guess the last game they played really isn't a good way to look at it, but he's a solid piece, and he just fell asleep. He didn't know what he had nothing. He had nothing. 0 for 9. I mean, like in game 3 when it was a game and we played well. I mean, Max Strus 8 for 12, 4 for 8 from 3. He had 20 points. Like, we need that along with Mitchell's 35, 43-point performances. Like, we need that. And we just can't seem to get everybody on the same page. I remember talking about this before. I remember saying if Donovan Mitchell has a great night, Garland's quiet. If Garland has a good night, Mitchell's quiet. I've seen that before. It just seems like we can't get everybody on the same page on the same game. And I truly don't know how this team finished as the 1 seed. I mean, clearly they were on a different level in the regular season, but I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to take, but
I feel like, and this is a good thing for the Pacers. I feel like in all sports, it's just about finding the fire at the right time, right?
Yeah.
The Cavaliers had it all year long. They walk into the playoffs. Who'd they face the first round? The Magic or the Heat? Sorry, they stomped.
They had a long break.
Yeah, they stomped the Heat, and then what is it? This series now that they played. So
yeah.
I mean, like as B just said, they had a long break, and then on top of that, Garland wasn't healthy fully. Donovan Mitchell definitely wasn't fully healthy, and I know I'm making excuses. That's not anything against the Pacers. The Pacers played great. They're a great team, but a lot of their key pieces were, dealing with nagging injuries. So that's a big thing, and especially when Garland's going to shoot 4 for 16 from the field and 0 for 6. I mean, that's a big piece for you guys. You need Garland to be playing well, and he did not show up at all. And even Donovan Mitchell, he might have scored 35, but on an 8 for 25 shooting efficiency, like that's not good.
Yeah, and I mean
that's a lot of shots.
I don't like seeing guys that score 40 points and make 18 free throws. You know what I mean? I just don't like that. I think then you're heavily reliant on getting calls, and it just I don't know. Like Halliburton, he's such a slippery guy. Like he can one-on-one at the top, drive to the lane and make a hard layup, and then or he dishes it out and Miles Turner bangs a 3, or Nembhard hits a 35-footer, or it just
Nembhard's fucking annoying. I know that feeling.
They just have answers for everything, and they never it seems like their motor never stops. Even when they're losing by 19 the way they were in the first half. Within 15 minutes of game time, they not only came back from a 19-point deficit, but then took the lead by 10. It just seems like their motor never, ever stops. And Cleveland's motor is either on fire or they just hit this brick wall of just not being able to score whatsoever. It's pitiful.
It is very sad to see. I thought Cleveland for sure had a ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals already booked. I guess that's on me for doubting the Pacers for sure. Heat didn't have a shot in hell without a doubt, but the Pacers, I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. I am surprised with this Pacers team. They look good. They're a fast-paced team, defensively sound. All their pieces are on the same page. I mean, scary team. Could be a finals favorite in my opinion. I mean, they're the one team that's already booked their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals, or even to one of the finals.
I was say, aren't they the only ones?
They are. So that's what I'm saying. They packed them up and made easy work of them. So they might be the favorite. Although, depending on how long this Knicks and Celtics series goes on, both of those teams could get some rest. But B, do you have anything to talk about with this series? Are you surprised? Anything that you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm a little shocked that it didn't go a little longer. I mean, when they came out, they won the first 2, right? Or in Cleveland?
Pacers did. Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, they came out and did that. You figure if they win one at home, they're winning the series. So, I mean, that's what it basically came down to, and that's what happened. So,
Yeah, I just think that the Pacers just wanted it more. I think that's all it boils down to. Like it just
Yeah.
looked like the Pacers wanted it more, and it looked like that Donovan Mitchell tried to take the game into his hands too much.
I
You
mean, if
got
you
to
think
just trust
about
your
it,
teammates a little bit more than what he did. A lot of shots, and like I said, 8 for 25 is not a good efficiency. Like as a Knicks fan, Jalen Brunson shoots the ball 30 fucking times, but at least he makes it 14 to 16 times if he shoots it 30. It's almost 50%.
He also
Comparative
makes them
to,
when
like-
he also makes them when they matter most.
Exactly.
Which is another problem.
He will shoot a lot of shots, but he makes a lot more than he he's right at 50%, which I can deal with. I will live and die by the Jalen Brunson thing. But with Donovan Mitchell, it's more down in the 20s, 30%, which is not a good sword you want to live and die with. That's for sure.
nah.
But I mean, maybe he just felt like, this is it. He wants the ball in his hands, and I don't blame him, I guess, for that. I don't know. I don't know, but I think that's all we can talk about with this series. And you got anything else for Cleveland Pacers? Pacers book their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals and see who they face. Tommy, anything else?
That'll do it. That'll do it for me.
All right, we'll go ahead and move into the next one. All right, Knicks. On right now, actually, I have them on right here. I'm watching.
Derek White, bro.
Derek White is disgusting from the three, but I'm going to discuss the last game. But before that, shout out to Tatum. Prayers up to you. Never want to see a player of his caliber go down like that. Always want to face the team at their best, even if he pisses me off when we lose, whatever. That just comes with sports. So hopefully it gets better. It's looking like he's probably going to miss all of next season too, which is really crucial for the fucking Celtics. I'm not going to lie. Could be the end of the Celtics as we know it. But before we talk about it, I just wanted to say, shout out to Jason Tatum. So, but yeah, Knicks handled business. They were down double digits in every single game this series right here. They're up 3-1. I'm trying to load the game right now, but I'll load it after I'm done talking. Trying to load stats here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get this. I mean, Jalen Brunson, I was saying to somebody, I forgot who I was talking to. Brunson 40 piece. It was coming. I knew it was coming. Jason Tatum, before he got hurt, was absolutely lights out. Could not miss. I was worried about that. They were up pretty much the entire game. Started getting a run late third quarter, fourth quarter. We bring it back, take the lead off of Mikal Bridges. Very crucial minutes with Jalen Brunson on the bench, making those mid-range shots. Absolutely crucial. And yeah, Knicks get it done. Jason Tatum gets hurt with I think 2 minutes left. They were up 9 already, so the Knicks kind of had it in hand. In my opinion, they had the momentum going in. So yeah, I said Knicks were going to sweep these boys last pod, whenever that was, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever. And yeah, it's looking like we're going to get a gentleman's sweep because Jason Tatum is hurt. Big crucial piece. Had an absolute stellar game last game. I'm trying to pull up the box score, see what he did all the way.
You also had a hell of a third quarter. I mean, you were down 11 to begin with, and then ended up by the end of that quarter winning by 3 points going into the fourth. So
pretty sure Jalen Brunson had a 18-point third quarter, was going absolutely off. Pretty sure that was the third quarter where him and Tatum were going back and forth. Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to the most crucial point in the game, we have Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, Clutch Player of the Year, and he does what he does. He wins us the game. So what he does.
Yeah,
he might not score every point, but I tell you what, he sets up everyone because they're too worried about him scoring. They are too worried about Jalen Brunson scoring. They are leaving open guys everywhere. because they're too worried about him cooking them. They don't want to leave Jalen Brunson one-on-one with Drew Holiday or one dude you just said, Derek White. They don't want it. They don't want that in clutch time. He shows every time why he is him. He cooks everyone he's on. It doesn't matter who it is. He could be the best defender in the world. Jalen Brunson's going to cook him for the win. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm believing it. Nick's going to the final. We winning the whole damn thing this year. I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe it. But this series right here, the fight this team has showed. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to discount the Pacers, but if we didn't get hurt last year, we would have had them packed up. We had a 2-0 lead. Anunoby gets hurt. Randall was already hurt before the playoffs started, so we didn't have him. Joel Embiid fucking broke goddamn Mitchell Robinson's ankle last year, so that fucking fucked us. So like we had no health last year, and then Jalen Brunson got hurt in Game 7 last year, but that's besides the point. It was already over by then. Not trying to discount the Pacers, but I think if we get there, I think with who we faced in this playoff, we've had probably the toughest playoff run out of anybody, in my opinion. We played the Pistons. The Pistons are a lot better team than anyone's given them credit for. They are a tough, scrappy team, and it's the reason why we are fighting so hard against this team, in my opinion. I think that if we win the championship this year, we can credit it to the Detroit Pistons. Seriously. I think they've given us more comp in a harder games and more worrisome games than the Celtics have so far. And that's crazy for me to say. But I don't know. Pistons scared me a little bit more. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass right now.
I think that's 100%. I think the Pistons, they're going to be a threat moving forward. Mm-hmm. I mean, from I think 14 wins to 40 plus in an off season, in one season, that's unprecedented. Or maybe not.
Team.
Cade's going to be phenomenal. They got Jaden Ivey over there too. They got some young pieces over there that are going to be great for the future. They just didn't have the playoff, the playoff
experience.
There you go, experience against the team that did. I mean, we're talking about Jalen Brunson, the guy that averages 30 in the playoffs over the last 3 years. So I don't know, just a guy that's hard to stop, in my opinion. He is the reason why we win. Kel Bridges showing up in the playoffs, thank God. He's worth every pick that he's shown up because he showed up in the playoffs. Regular season, he was some poop, kind of. The 2 defensive stops at the end of the game, Game 1 and 2, and then that clutch stretch of where Jalen Brunson was on the bench and him scoring points for us was really crucial. Game 4. Obviously, Towns does his thing. Hart always gives everything he's got. That's why everybody loves him.
He's a glue guy.
But yeah, I mean, Tatum. It was the Tatum show for the Celtics last game. And then, Derek White started the game like 4 for 4 from the 3-point. We were down like 12-4 early. Like I can't even lie. Besides Curry, Derek White might have the crispiest 3-point shot in the league. Like that shit is butter. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is so smooth and it's quick too. Like you can't block it and it just goes in. Like he just finds himself open and it goes in. Yeah. I think that's really what it boils down to me. I mean, I think the Knicks are going to pack it up tonight. But anybody else got anything on the Knicks Celtics that they want to add?
I think they pack it up tonight as well. Without Tatum, I don't think they stand a chance.
Shout out Anunoby. I think he is a little bit more than a glue guy. You can rely on him to make a shot when you need one. He makes, he gets steals, go down and dunks it. He's fun to watch. It's a fun team to watch. I mean, I think that Knicks Pacers is going to be a hell of a series. I'll be honest.
I don't know if you have any more, but I want to add this. I don't know if y'all watch the games, but like the first couple games, every time that the Celtics were in the bonus, right, they would just, if Mitchell Robinson's on the court, they would just foul him because they wanted him to go to the line. Because he's such a poor free throw. It was oh, dude, it was such boring basketball. Like you're sitting there trying to see Jalen Brunson go around a screen, they're just fouling Mitchell Robinson on purpose and making him go to the line. Like it completely stalled. I'm surprised they stopped doing it. Maybe the league stepped in and told him, "Look, dude, fucking stop," because nobody wants to watch that. But I don't know. It was really annoying. That's the first time in a while that I've seen a team do that.
Yeah. The straight hack a Shaq.
Well,
Like
it doesn't look like he shot too bad. I mean,
no, we started making them and then they stopped doing it.
huh. Interesting.
Yeah, where is he at? Mitchell Robinson.
That might have been a different game because it doesn't show up here.
Yeah, mine's not showing up either. I don't know. All right, well, Knicks are up to 32-30 with a second left in the first quarter. But yeah, I think the Knicks pack it up. That we all agree. Knicks probably move on to the Eastern Conference Finals tonight.
I think so.
Hey. I think
But
as of right now,
anything's
Boston
possible.
has, like I said, I think they have a fire under their ass, and I think they might give y'all a run for your money. I do think you win the series still, but I would not be surprised if they steal a close game tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all edge out a close game tonight. I don't know. I think either way.
I feel like that's what we do, man. I feel like that's what we do. I feel like that's just we're a team that just plays to the competition and then just like we'll like kind of sprout off at the end or we'll shit the bed. Like we're never a team that feels like that we blow teams out by 20. It never feels like that. It always feels like it's a 4-point game with 2 minutes left. You're sitting there with your heart thumping out your chest. You're like, shit, dude. And then you just see the other team walk down the court and they shoot a 3 and it's a 1-point game before you even blink your eyes. And you're like, oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like that's honestly how New York teams are. They really just make you have a heart attack. They're all heart attack teams. They make you just be on the verge of death because they just, I don't know. I feel like all my teams are like that. It's really annoying, but that's what being a sports fan is. But yeah, Knicks in 5.
It's the blood
Fuck
boiling.
Boston. Straight up, fuck Boston. Prayers out to Jason Tatum though. But I guess we'll go ahead and get on to the next game. All right, Timberwolves. Timberwolves are on the verge of making the Western Conference Finals against one of our host teams, the Warriors. Curry has not played the entire series, as our graphic says down below. I think that's kind of the biggest hit to the Warriors. I think that's their wild card. Curry's always a chance to go for 30, 40, 50 and just completely shred your defense. And, yeah, they don't have that. So, you hear that thunder? About to get a storm, boy.
Damn. Yeah, bro. I love
This guy right here.
Uh-oh.
You got kids watching, man. Maybe. But
I just had a little lag spike there. Hopefully I don't lose me. But
yeah, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping my Wi-Fi doesn't take a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say one thing about this series that is sticking off the screen to me when I, watch it. Julius Randle, the Warriors have no answer for Julius Randle. Julius Randle is owning the Warriors. 11 for 21, 31 points, 50% from downtown. They have no answer for Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards goes on his little spurt last game, but he's kind of struggled overall in the series. He went for 30, shot 11 for 21 as well. But yeah, I think it's just the big two over there in Minnesota. It's kind of just owning the Warriors. Draymond's playing pretty well offensively is what I've seen as well. Draymond Green, 14 points. I mean, he shot 6 for 14, a little under 50%. I mean, it's not really his role. I mean, he's an older player. He shouldn't, in my opinion, fucking Draymond Green should not be putting up 14 shots, in my opinion.
I don't think so either.
That's kind of just where they are. I mean, you have Jimmy Butler only throwing up 9 shots. I mean, that's a problem. What are we doing?
that is a problem. And Jonathan Kuminga with 23.
Yeah, off the bench.
He made 11 free throws, but I mean, you're making free throws, so Yeah.
Buddy Hield didn't go for fucking 30 in the first half this game, so that's really a big hit to the Warriors for him not just chucking a bunch of threes.
Pozemski just played like shit.
Yeah, Pozemski did play like fucking poop.
Yeah, man.
3
I mean,
for 14 from the field.
You had one player score over 15, and he only got to 23. So it ain't looking good for them Warriors. Does it look like Curry can be back tonight, or?
I don't think he'll be back the rest of the playoffs. I think they're cooked.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I think
Take
they're.
that.
I mean, at this point, if I was the Warriors, I wouldn't even rush Curry back. What's the point? I mean, do you really think you're going to come win 3 straight games? I don't think so. So, honestly, in my opinion, I would just hold him out until next year. Maybe get him a better piece around. I don't know what Jimmy Butler's contract is, so I don't know if they have him next year or not.
I don't either.
So, Dante DiVincenzo getting his lick back against the Warriors, 2 for 7, 9 points. Hey, hold on. Who is this guy, though? Oh, Alexander Walker. He was 5 for 5 from the field in 17 minutes, 13 points off the bench. I mean, come on now.
See, and you're trying to tell me he had a negative. He had 4 turnovers. Okay.
Oh, 4 turnovers. I didn't see that.
Nas Reed doesn't seem like he's been playing too hot either.
He was just trying to work then. Yeah, Nas Reed's kind of been quiet this playoffs. I feel like he was like a dog last year.
He certainly was. Big dog.
But I feel like Julius Randle's kind of stepped into that role of the bigger guy, being able to shoot.
Does appear that Jimmy Butler's got 2 years, according to sources Drake Dalton.
Appreciate it, Drake. So he'll be on the Warriors next year. They got to get a big man, dude. They can't be running that lineup where fucking Draymond's like one of the biggest guys on the court for them. Like, they can't do that.
Yeah.
That kills them, in my opinion. I think the Timberwolves probably pack them up here in 5 games, in my opinion.
I would agree. I think, yeah, I do feel that they're underwhelming, underperforming a bit. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You still got 30 points from Randall and Edwards, so yeah, I think well.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Warriors really only brought it back because their backups that they were playing, came in and they were actually kind of hooping low key. Brought it back a little bit, but this game was not close, in my opinion, at all. So, like I said, I think this is over in 5. You agree, B?
Yeah. I don't see anyone stepping up for Curry.
What the fuck was that, Mikal Bridges? Sorry. All right, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and get into the last game of the NBA playoffs. All right, Thunder. Can the Thunder make the Western Conference Finals? It's looking that way so far. They are up 3-2 against the Denver Nuggets. And I say this is probably the best contested series out of the 4, in my opinion, so far.
I agree.
Yeah.
The inexperience for the Thunder is kind of what's halting them a little bit comparative to, the experience of the Nuggets having a championship, having arguably the best player to hold a basketball in the world right now. On either side, really. Either side, you could say, you could argue has the best player in basketball. And yeah, it's lived up to that. It was 2-2. Thunder take the 3-2 series lead last game. Trying to get to that game now. Sorry. There it is.
Yeah, Murray. I see that Murray did not have a good fourth quarter at all. Or, I mean, game. Just a game in general. 3 for 13 from 3, 10 for 27 field goals. I mean,
Jokic is disgusting. 17 for 25 for 44 points, 5 for 7 from downtown. I mean, what do you expect more than him just to hit every shot? That's what you're asking him to do. You're asking him to hit every single thing he throws up because he played out of his mind. 15 rebounds on top of that.
Yeah.
And they lost by 7 points. I mean, Jamal Murray, 28 points, but he shot 10 for 27, 3 for 13 from downtown. Not efficient at all. Fuck yeah, Deuce. All right, Knicks up 40-32. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, SGA went for 30, 12 for 23. I'm sure he shot some fucking free throws. Chet's kind of been underwhelming for what I thought he was going to be when he came in the league. They're talking about him being the next like Kevin Durant. Bro's only getting like 14 points. I don't know. I thought he was going to be a little bit better than what he is.
He's young. Give him time.
It seems like they have a lot of just the amount of picks they've had. I mean, between Chet, Jalen Williams, I think is solid. I guess they still have a lot to. They got a lot of work there either way on those draft picks. I saw something where they could trade everything for Cooper Flag, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why would the Mavericks do that? They've been granted a second fucking chance. They've been given the golden egg. The golden goose sprouted out and gave them the golden fucking egg.
I also think I think that team could look completely different in 2 years. Give them. I mean,
you're talking about the Mavericks?
Talking about the Mavericks, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that team, like, if you think about it on paper, bro, if they can stay healthy, dude, Kyrie, Cooper Flag, AD, Klay Thompson, like, bro, they got some pieces over there, bro.
I've always liked Derek Lively, but I don't think AD can. I don't see it.
They're gonna have to put him on some minute count or something, bro. Just save him for the playoffs. Something.
Yeah, you gotta make the playoffs first.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, dude, if Cooper Flag is really like that, bro, I think they're gonna make the playoffs without.
I was pissed when we got the 5th or the 6th pick.
Dude, all right, so I want to, like, we're supposed to be talking about the Thunder, but fuck that. We're gonna go off on a little tangent here. How do y'all feel about the lottery, bro? I don't know how I feel about it. I think that's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit.
Like, bro, I'd be so mad if I was, like, for instance, a Wizards fan or, like, I don't know. Just watch it, or like a Pistons fan. You know how long the Pistons are fucking waiting and shit like that? Like, one of those teams, or like the Hornets, bro. They never get the top pick. Just like teams that just sit right there around the top pick that just never get it. I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
And then like
getting 4th this year or something.
Like, and then the Mavericks trade away their star guy for chump change. And then somehow the Golden Goose lays a golden egg right on their fucking doorstep and gives them fucking Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the better college prospects to come out in a long time.
Well, something that I saw that I think is interesting is that how last draft, I guess, what is like Amen and Asor Thompson and Stephon Castle, was that last year? Was that last year's draft or this year's draft?
I'm not sure.
Either way,
who was the top pick in this year's draft?
They came out like right after that draft happened. It was like, yeah, you don't really have a lot of game-changing guys here, but it seems as the season progressed, those guys kind of solidified themselves, like Stephon Castle winning Rookie of the Year and Amen Thompson's really getting the bucket. So I think you'll see a continued projection from those guys. But either way, Cooper Flag is still the biggest prospect we've seen probably since
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. I think Wemby was
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wemby. There's not a guy that's coming out in a long time. It's gonna be like Wemby's like, bro.
Yeah.
A unicorn.
A dude that size that can move like that, bro. Like, that's just not something you see.
Literal unicorn, bro.
Phenomenal. And of course it never fails that like players like that always go to teams that are worth like the Spurs, bro. Spurs had probably no business being up there that year, and somehow they scrounged up to the number 1 pick because of that lottery shit. The Pistons or somebody probably should have had that pick 3, like in theory, but they probably ended up looking at the 5th pick or something. I don't even know how that shit. Like fuck that. That'd piss me off. But back to the Thunder Nuggets. Yeah, man, this one's a tough series to pick in my opinion because, like I said earlier when we were first breaking it down, it's the Thunder's inexperience. I mean, this is clutch time right here. I mean, you gotta close these guys out. You got them on the ropes. You're going back to Denver for Game 6. You really can't. Like, I mean, I know you got Game 7 at home, but if I was the Thunder, I'd be wanting obviously to close them out Game 6.
Yeah, you can't leave Jokic with some life.
Yeah, you cannot have them go
you gotta
home.
put the dagger in that motherfucker.
Especially you cannot go into Denver and lose by like 20. If they go into Denver and lose by like 20 or something, which is probably not going to happen, but if it did, that's a big blow to the momentum for them. Being a young team, that could be detrimental.
I just think it's like, so the Thunder scored 150 points in Game 2. So Nuggets obviously stole Game 1 in OKC, and then the Thunder made it an even split in OKC. Nuggets won their first game in Denver, and then the Thunder split it. You had the Thunder winning in Denver, what was that, 2 nights ago or last night. And so it's really, on paper, the Nuggets are supposed to win this game. But you can't even really take into account who's home and who's away because it's a 50-50 chance for who's going to win it either way. So I don't know, man. That's an interesting, very interesting series. I'm looking forward to watching that one.
I think not to discredit the Timberwolves or the Warriors, but I think this series is going to determine who's going to the finals in the West for sure. This series right here, in my opinion, is probably the Western Conference final winner right here. Whoever comes out of this series. Especially, I mean, if I'm the Timberwolves, I'm hoping to close the Warriors out this game, and I'm hoping this series right here goes to 7. I'm hoping for rest and these guys to go completely to a Game 7 to get worn down.
Yep.
So, well, I'm honestly taking the Thunder to close it out next game. So I'll pass it around to you guys. How do you guys feel about it? Who do you think's going to win?
I mean, I'll go out on a limb and say if the Nuggets or if the Thunder don't do it next game, nah, man. They'll either do it in 6 or 7. Honestly, I think the Thunder just have more firepower, more depth. I got the Thunder.
All right.
I think the Nuggets will pull it off at home.
All right, so you have in Game 7 then.
Where's it at? OKC?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like if you give Jokic life in a Game 7, I feel like he's going to pull it off.
That's what my point was. Also, Murray.
So,
I mean, Murray. I feel like Murray really stands out in Game 7s, but I don't know.
I'm going to go with the Nuggets.
Fair enough. All right, well, that's all our picks. I'm kind of we're right on the verge of 8 o'clock, right when the schedules release. So I kind of wanted to maybe go over a few of those if y'all want. We can do that. If not, we can get out of here because that's all we really got. It's up to you guys.
Oh, we do got 1 minute, huh?
I don't know how these release. I don't know if it's going to be like 8 o'clock. They start releasing games and then you got to wait as the program goes on or what. I'm hoping right at 8 the Jets just drop
if it's
theirs.
on like NFL Network, they're not gonna.
They posted a bunch of fucking meme things. They're probably not going to post it as soon as Hold on. All right, hold on. I got the Monday night schedule right here. So the Jets are on Monday night one time. I see the
I can pull
Ravens
it
on
up.
Monday night.
Where are you
Once
seeing that?
ESPN pulled it up on Twitter.
All right, I got it. Ooh, okay. All right. 10-4, 10-4.
I can see 3 of our games right now.
Wish I could zoom in a bit. I can click on it.
What is this?
Monday Night Football. So
All
y'all
right, let's
got
go to their schedule. Yeah, we open up against the Steelers.
We play Kansas City.
You
Sheesh.
do
And the
have
Bears
Kansas
on
City.
Monday night. Yeesh.
Yeah.
The first Monday night game of the year is a Vikings-Bears game.
Yeah. I don't really
That
see
sucks.
that. And then you got Texans, Bucks, and Raiders, Chargers. I think Ravens, Lions will be a damn good game.
Yeah, the Jets, Dolphins.
I mean, that could be a good game. Who knows?
Ain't nobody want to watch that bullshit.
I think Bengals, Broncos could be a good game. I mean, I ain't
They're
say
gonna be watching that one instead for sure.
I don't see the Titans on Monday night.
I don't see the Titans neither. Man, our first opening, I don't like our opening 3. We could really start the year off 0-3, bro. I'm saying probably,
Commanders
which
post the
means
Bears on
we
Twitter.
more than likely will.
Yeah, they just got the Monday night on out right now.
I can read off our schedule.
Yeah, hold on, let me just pull it up.
Yeah, we're at home.
You can take mine off.
Oh, we got some prime time games in the beginning of the year.
All right. I'll start off with the Giants. Should be
Dub.
an easy dub. Then the Packers.
Dub.
Could be a
Thursday night
good
football.
fight on 9/11.
Damn, they're saving. Damn, so you got the Eagles twice in 3 weeks. Jeez.
Y'all got division games the last 4 weeks of the year.
I don't know how much I like that. I want like a. I guess week 18. That's a solid time to give y'all that game. Yeah.
I mean, it could come down. They're doing that because they want
4 fucking times,
Right.
3 times.
They
Right. I
they
still
want
would have
that
seen
game.
that. Like, let that week 16 game be like week 10. I don't know.
Week 5.
Yeah, I would have liked that game like either right before or after the bye.
Yeah. I mean, like they
That'd
started
be
y'all
sick.
out with the division game. Why couldn't they just?
Give us another.
Y'all go
Play
on a
Dallas on
stretch there.
Christmas.
Y'all go on a stretch from October 19th all the way to the 14th of December without a fucking bye game without a division game. Sorry.
We got some hard hitters this year. I won't lie.
All comes in here with that bullshit. Warriors winning tonight. Yeah, not with Jimmy Butler only shooting 9 times. You're not.
Or Pajemski going 4 for 13
Yeah.
or 3 for 13, whatever that was.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through and predict a win-loss, but I feel like y'all are gonna build up your wins pretty easily right there
At the
between
beginning.
that Giants to the Chiefs right there. I feel like y'all could win every single one of those games. Y'all could be fucking what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0 going into the fucking Chiefs game. In my opinion, y'all could.
Possibility.
Oh my God, Anobi's fucking absolutely fouled. Sorry. But yeah, you want to look at yours, Tommy? I'm sure they got theirs up on Twitter for sure.
So let's glance at this. I'll probably look at this and then shut my stuff off. My computer's getting ready to blow up.
Of course, they didn't fucking put up. They had to put up this fucking bullshit on Twitter. We play y'all November 23rd, bro. Of course, we play y'all late as fuck.
That's right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, they got a weird thing going on here. Hold on.
Yeah, they got the little computer thing where you ain't gonna be able to see shit.
Hold on. Let me throw it up on here real quick before I call it a day. Before I call it a night. All right. Yeah, and I can't. Let me see. I can zoom in here.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! How'd you do that?
I had to use the mouse pad on here. Bills, week 1 in Buffalo. Like, we didn't just play in Buffalo, dude. You know what? Let's shake back. That's cool with me. Browns, Lions, Chiefs, Texans, Rams. Jeez.
Tough start.
That's a tough 6-week. I mean, the Browns, we'll lose to the Browns and win 4 of the rest the way we run it. But, I mean, we start out Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football against the Lions, Chiefs on week 4. Jeez, man. What a stretch, dude.
No, that's tough. That's a tough opening 6 weeks for sure.
Yeah, and we didn't talk
Browns
about
fucking
the low team.
I was raving about our Darius Washington, and he tore his Achilles.
I seen that. Tough. Well, did it come out and was he just practicing or something? Like what the fuck did he do?
Just practice, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, so November 23rd, we marking it down.
B, I thought we played y'all this year.
I thought so too. I checked the schedule and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, me too. I could have swore we played y'all. I'm not the only one bugging about this, right? Because we play the Cowboys.
I thought so too.
I guess maybe we just, I don't know.
That's
I thought we
weird.
played y'all. But yeah, I guess I gotta walk into the fucking bank as the Jets are probably sitting at what is that, week 12? We're probably sitting at like 3-8 walking in there.
I don't know what we're
If that.
What time is it? Luckily, it's a 1 o'clock game, so it's not like
It's a 1 o'clock.
It's
Thank
not
God
like
we can
it'd be
get in and
freezing
get out of
cold.
that bitch. It's gonna be freezing fucking cold. It's
Hey,
gonna
we
be
could
fucking
stream
November.
this Ravens Lions Monday Night Football game on the 22nd of September.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna be streaming a lot of these motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
You know how we do.
All right. Well,
Shit.
I don't know if y'all wanted to keep looking at schedules, but I'm ready. My computer's getting ready to die here. I don't feel like
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get to watching this next game, so we'll break those down next. We'll go ahead and get over those next
Go ahead
pod.
and spare these 2 viewers we got in here.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they don't give a shit about the Jet schedule. So we'll go ahead and just get out of here. But yeah. Any last words for the pod? Tommy or B?
That's lagging.
Whatever Max Strus said.
If you ain't showing up to work or something.
Yeah, I read it like 5 times and I still can't remember it.
You ain't here to do work. Don't even show up.
Yeah. I guess doing work is 0 for 9. It's crazy. All right, we're kind of shitting on him. But B. Oh my God, Jaylen Brown with an absolute fucking dumb shot. Sorry,
Yo.
Jaylen Brown. Or B.
Yo.
Any last words?
Nah. Not this time.
Fair enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you next time. And go Knicks. Peace.